Have you ever caught your reflection and wondered, do people still find me attractive as I get older? It's a quiet question many men carry but rarely voice. Society often tells us that attractiveness fades with time, that youth is the only currency that matters. But what if that's not true? What if the way people react to you, the way they lean in when you speak, or even the subtle glances you don't always notice are telling a different story? The truth is, real attraction isn't just about a wrinkle-free face or a full head of hair. It's something deeper, something that grows richer with time. Confidence, wisdom, and the way you carry yourself create a magnetic presence that turns heads without you even realizing it. And here's the best part. You might be far more attractive than you give yourself credit for. In this video, we're uncovering 7 undeniable signs that prove you're still a strikingly good-looking man, even if you don't always see it. These aren't just about looks. They're about the quiet signals people send when they're drawn to you. Maybe it's the way strangers open up to you, how women laugh at your jokes, or the compliments you brush off without realizing their true meaning. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any of these signs in your own life? Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever been surprised by someone finding you attractive, or a 2 if you've questioned whether you still have it. And don't skip the end, because I'll share a crucial insight that changes how you see yourself forever. Oh, and if you're enjoying this, hit that like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Let's get started. Your best years might still be ahead. Have you ever noticed how often people come to you for advice? It might seem like a small thing, but it's one of the clearest signs that you carry a quiet magnetism. Whether it's a younger colleague asking for career guidance, a friend confiding in you about a personal struggle, or even a stranger striking up a conversation, these moments reveal something powerful. People don't just respect you, they're drawn to your energy, and it's not just about what you say, it's how you say it. There's a reason women hold eye contact with you a beat longer than necessary, or why compliments about your style seem to come out of nowhere. These aren't random acts of politeness. They're unconscious reactions to your presence. A well-fitted blazer, a confident stance, or even the way you listen can spark attraction without you realizing it. Think about the last time someone laughed at your joke, even the cheesy ones. Humor is a stealthy indicator of attraction. When a woman enjoys your wit, it's not just about the punchline. It's about how you make her feel. Safe, engaged, intrigued. These subtle social cues add up, painting a picture of a man who's far more appealing than he might assume. So, here's a question. How many of these moments have you brushed off? If you're nodding along, type 3 in the comments. It's time to give yourself more credit. And if you've ever been caught off guard by a compliment, I'd love to hear about it. Share your story below, because sometimes it takes others to show us what we can't see ourselves. There's something undeniably magnetic about a man who moves through the world with quiet assurance. Unlike younger men who might still be searching for validation, you've reached a stage where you simply don't need to prove anything to anyone. And here's the secret. People notice, especially women. This isn't about being the loudest voice in the room or the center of attention. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Your confidence shows in the way you listen more than you speak. Maintain comfortable eye contact. Carry yourself with relaxed posture. Don't rush to fill every silence. Women are instinctively drawn to this energy. It signals maturity, stability, and emotional intelligence, qualities that become increasingly attractive with age. When you're at ease with yourself, you make others feel at ease around you. Think about how you enter a room. Do people naturally turn toward you? Do conversations seem to flow effortlessly when you're involved? These are unconscious responses to your confident energy. Here's something fascinating to try. The next time you're in a social setting, pay attention to how often women mirror your body language. Find reasons to stay in conversation with you. Initiate light physical contact, like touching your arm when laughing. These are all subtle but powerful indicators of attraction. Before we move on, I'm curious. Have you ever noticed women responding differently to you than to younger men in social situations? Type 4 if you've observed this happening. And if you've ever been surprised by how comfortable strangers seem around you, share that experience in the comments. These stories are always fascinating to read. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, physicality matters at any age. But here's what most men miss. Attraction after 40 isn't about looking like you're 25. It's about owning your age with strength and vitality. The way you carry your body speaks volumes before you even say a word. Notice how your walk has a natural rhythm that comes from decades of moving through life. Your handshake communicates steadiness and self-assurance. Your posture tells a story of experience rather than perfect symmetry. Women aren't looking for a Greek statue. They're drawn to men who look like they can fully engage with life. When you maintain shoulders that say, "I can handle what comes," eyes that meet the world with calm awareness, hands that look capable but not aggressive, you're projecting what actually matters in mature attractiveness. Here's an eye-opening truth. Many women report finding silver hair more distinguished than thinning hair desperately dyed young. A fit 55-year-old who moves well is often more appealing than a flabby 35-year-old. Your physical prime isn't behind you, it's simply evolved. Try this quick self-assessment. When you enter a room, do people naturally make space for you? Do you catch women glancing at your hands or shoulders? Have you received compliments about looking strong rather than young? If you answered yes to any, type 5 below. I'd love to hear about the most surprising physical compliment you've received after 40. Was it about your posture, your energy, something else entirely? Here's something most men never consider. That gray hair and life-etched smile aren't flaws. They're actually your secret weapons. While younger men are still figuring themselves out, you've accumulated something far more valuable: the quiet power of lived experience. This shows up in ways you might not notice. Your conversations have depth because you're not trying to impress you. Ask better questions because you're genuinely curious. Your stories carry weight because they're earned, not manufactured. Women don't just hear your words. They sense the journey behind them. When you speak about career challenges you've navigated, relationships you've grown from, hard-won lessons that shaped you, you're not just sharing information. You're demonstrating emotional richness that can't be faked. Consider this. The most attractive older men often share 3 traits. They listen more than they talk. They're comfortable with silence. They aren't afraid to show vulnerability. This combination creates magnetic tension, the kind that makes women lean in closer. Before we continue, I want you to think, when was the last time a woman seemed genuinely captivated by something you said? Not just politely interested, but truly engaged. Type 6 if you've noticed this happening more as you've gotten older. And if you've ever surprised yourself by how easily conversation flows with younger women, tell us about it in the comments. These stories reveal so much about mature appeal. Let's cut through the noise and address the core issue. You've been measuring your attractiveness against the wrong standards. Society screams that youth equals desirability, but here's what they don't tell you. Women's attraction evolves as they mature, and what they truly value might shock you. The reality is, your perceived flaws are often your strongest assets. Those laugh lines? They signal warmth and approachability. Your slower, deliberate movements? They exude confidence rather than nervous energy. The way you don't chase approval? It's catnip to women tired of games. Here's your wake-up call. Women in their 30s, 50s consistently report preferring men who've lived a little over pretty boys. Your life experience translates to emotional safety, a top female priority. That quiet competence you take for granted? It's the foundation of lasting attraction. I want you to try something radical. The next time you catch yourself thinking, "I'm past my prime," replace it with, "I carry wisdom younger men can't fake. My presence alone communicates reliability. I offer what women actually want, not what pop culture says they should want." This is where I need your honesty. How many of these signs have you been dismissing? Type 7 if this video made you rethink your appeal. And if you're ready to own your mature magnetism, comment "I'm in." Let's start a movement of men who recognize their real value. Don't forget to like and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And remember, the most attractive version of you isn't behind you. It's the man reading these words right now.